Thanksgiving, and it's like 8 p.m. and there's nobody out here. Nothing is open. Four Quarter opened at 6 p.m. is what the sign said, and there was like 10 people in there. So there is some people trying to get out on Thanksgiving night, trying to go out to a bar or whatever. But not a lot of people. I went to 2 Thanksgiving dinner things. One, me and baby mama Liz, baby, got a little turkey dinner. She made Brussels sprouts. And she made like some kind of little cake. And then I ate a free pie from Laura Blair, the realtor. Gives out pies to people who bought a house. And I don't know if she gives pies to people who didn't buy a house, but that's where I got the pie. And there was some guy from church, or he like has like a Bible study at the New Life Church, which is like a evangelical Protestant. They say it's non-denominational, but there's too many no-life churches or New Life churches for it to be non-denominational. It's almost like its own denomination. There's like a New Life church denomination, but I went and tried to see what's up with their Bible study thing, and he was like the captain of Bible study there or something. And he said there was a turkey dinner somebody was putting on. And I went over there, and it was that guy, one other guy who is also a trolley operator for this trolley thing. And I get on the trolley sometimes, or used to. But one of the trolley operator guys was there, and then like some random church lady who like just moved here, and I guess she just like wanted to put on a Thanksgiving party or whatever and make all this stuff, and didn't know how many people would be there. She said everybody has to bring a chair. She doesn't have any furniture because she just moved in, and I just brought a chair. And it was just 4 people. And good little time. Nice lady. Then I don't know if the lady went, but the guys wanted to go out to the bar. And then I went and took a nap. By the time I got up, they had left the bar, and so now I'm just walking the dog. Doing a little downtown walk with the Ladybird. Seeing what's going on downtown. Send this video out to Stu. And then I don't gotta tell her all what I did today, but that's pretty much it. There's like a little excitement. Was there's some lady walking on the side of the freeway, which is like illegal. Like, pretty sure you could get like at least a ticket for walking on the freeway. But I picked her up. I was like, do you need a ride anywhere or whatever? And she was like, she didn't look like stinky or homeless or anything, but she looked kind of like mental. And she said she was a senator, which I don't know if she's just kind of mental and she's really a senator, or if she's homeless and mental and just said that she's a senator. And then she told me that she refuses to do any kind of prostitution, and that's why she has no money. And I was like, is she trying to get me to give her money? Like, and I told her something like, if I didn't have a girlfriend and you were about 10 years younger, this girl's like 30. I said, if you're about 10 years younger and I didn't have a girlfriend, then I would maybe be into you because you're a little interesting or whatever. But like, where do you want to go? Because I'm just trying to give you a ride. You're walking down the side of the fucking freeway. So, I'm trying to help you out. And first you want to go like around the corner. So go around the corner. She says, oh, this is the wrong place. I'm like, well, where do you want to go? And I hand her, and she said, I want to go to the federal employees like lodging center or whatever. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, I don't know where that is, but we put it in on the map. She goes, I don't have a phone. I'm like, well, wherever it is, put it in. That's where I take you. And she goes to the Capitol Hotel, which is right there next to that Marriott, across the street from that Marriott. Probably the nicest, most expensive hotel in Little Rock. I drop her off there, and or I go to drop her off there. She says, "This is the wrong place." And I said, "Look, I got other shit to do. And I get it, you don't got a phone, but like, where are you trying to go? Because you're not going where I'm going." And she goes, "Well, can I get some food? Or can I get some help to get some food?" And I was like, "Look, I've seen homeless people around this downtown area a million times. And I've given people food out here. And if I give them, like, regular food from my house, they'll complain about it, and they'll tell everybody that I gave them dog food. Like I was trying to torture them for being homeless." So the homeless people out here, if you're sitting on the corner just begging, people will come out from these top tier downtown restaurants with leftovers and just hand them high quality restaurant food, just the highest quality of restaurant entrees in the city. I wouldn't say that there's any Little Rock restaurants that are like world class or there's not a best restaurant in the world in Little Rock for anything, but there's plenty of best restaurants in Little Rock, and they're not bad, but just for somebody that's been to like almost every city in the US or every major city in the US almost, and been to like multiple countries, I'm like, I've had better. Alright? I've had better. Food-wise. I've had better. Food-wise. And that would hit like almost every direction. Like, there's places that have better food than anywhere. Probably Vegas is where world-class food goes. But there's a lot of okay restaurants in Vegas. A lot of like restaurant brands that open one in Vegas that are like decent, but there's a lot of like real, like true, the best of the best, like steakhouses. There's a handful of steakhouses that are just, you can't do better. The steakhouses in Vegas, and there's a handful of them. They're like that. but that's not how it is in Little Rock. Little Rock, they're like alright. Most of them. There's some of them that are really good. But Little Rock, I think, is more about the history of Little Rock, the American history Little Rock section. You get that little knowledge, and that it is still such a small city. I've invested into the real estate here thinking that it would grow someday. And I think someday it will grow. I think the growth of Little Rock is going to happen. And that the chance that like other major cities like LA, New York, Miami, Vegas, that those areas that are very high value would come down in value faster than Little Rock. I think that is a really good bet. The major cities would get smaller before Little Rock gets smaller, because Little Rock is so small. But that Little Rock might get bigger is, it's a good bet, because you can get a lot of growth from Little Rock. So, that's what I think about the real estate here. Not that I would buy anymore, but that's just because I can only control my own self and what I got going on and my own things. I would rather save up and move myself to a bigger city and make better money than I would trying to put more into Little Rock. I'm just bored being here, really. Been here for almost 10 years. So, we've just been here for a long time. And a lot of that time I'm just traveling. It's not a very exciting place. I'm just ready to move on. There's my rant for today. Dog walking time. And the observance of downtown Little Rock on Thanksgiving night. So let's go make a record of Broadway itself. We'll do that on the next short video. Broadway itself on Thanksgiving night. How dead was he?